Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome to Who's Music Radio. We are live in the studio. We have Ben Yen in the building.
Yeah.
I'm doing phenomenal, sir. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. Thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome,
It's good to
sir.
be
We
here.
also have Mikey Beats in the building. You can see his
Yeah.
Neapolitan joints.
He's
in
on the
background.
casting couch over there.
Hey, yo. So much DNA on this couch.
That shoe, guys.
That's my Neapolitan.
Casting couch over here.
So fire, dude. Who's gonna get to know Mikey a little bit better in a bit? But let's go ahead and start the show. Let everybody know who you are, where you're from, what you do, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Ben Yen. I'm a rapper. I live in San Diego. Been here for 10 years. Originally from like Pasadena area, but yeah, San Diego for about 10 years. So I'm all San Diego.
Nice,
Nice.
man. So you were born in LA, obviously.
Yeah,
Pasadena. We were talking
Monrovia.
about Monrovia as
Yeah.
well.
Monrovia.
So did you go to school out there?
Yep.
Like and then well, I mean obviously because you're from there, but
Yeah.
high school here,
Yep.
there, where?
So I went to high school, Monrovia High School, and then came down here for school. Went to a little private school called Point Loma. So I came down here in 2013. So I've been here for just over 10 years.
Sick. And
Coming on
then
my 11th.
now, do you have singles out? Do you have a full album? Like, what do you got? Let everybody know.
I have like 10 albums out so far.
Nice.
Oh,
I
shit.
put out
Damn,
just a
this
shit
guy.
ton of music. Yeah, as much music as I can.
He's the real deal. This guy writes like nobody else. It's crazy.
I appreciate it.
In volume.
Yeah.
Like 10 full-length albums.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay,
like-
when you say, let me ask you this: how many tracks per album?
So Spotify classifies an album as I think it's
6.
7.
Oh, 7, yeah.
6.
6 or
If
7.
it's 6 songs, then it has to be over like 30 minutes or something.
Yeah.
And then 7 tracks is considered an album. So
Oh shit, that's so random. I would consider that an EP, but I'm old.
what, 10 or
Technically,
6?
You know what I mean?
Technically, I would
Like I would
consider
say, like, yeah, it's an EP, but
Yeah.
what do I know?
Yeah. Most
So-
of them are like 10 to 12 songs.
Gotcha.
My longer projects are like 14 songs.
And did you start recording when you moved to San Diego, or were you doing that in LA as well?
When I was probably like a sophomore in college when I first started making music. I was back home for like a summer break, and my parents at my parents' house, my neighbor that I grew up with was like, "Yo, come outside." So I went outside, and he was like, "We should start trying to make music," and I was like, "Okay." And so I would just go over to his house that entire summer break, and we would write music. And then there was like a guy that we knew that was from our high school that like recorded and had like the mic and all the setup and everything like that. So we would pop over there and record like the worst songs ever. They were so bad.
We all did, bro.
Yeah, we all did that.
They were terrible. But that's when I started, was my sophomore year of college. So
And then you went, rapping was the first, or were you more
yeah,
singing?
I was just rapping over. I was like rapping over like Earl Sweatshirt beats and
Gotcha,
like just
gotcha.
like beats I could find on YouTube. But yeah, that's kind of how I started, and then I just kept with it, and kept recording, and then eventually got like my own little setup and
Nice.
got a mic for myself. And
Do you remember your
first?
first mic?
Like Hustle and Flow?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. My first mic, I remember I borrowed. It was like a blue. They're called Bluebird. They're
Yeah.
like the little blue ones, and I borrowed that from a guy that I went to college with, and he like had to beg me to get it back. He was like, "Please, can I have my mic back?" Because I would just keep it for like weeks on end.
Funny.
That was the first mic, and then I just bought the same one for myself,
Nice.
and then eventually bought like the step up from that one. So that's what I have right now. But I've had the same mic for like 5 years.
Nice.
Years.
And then how did you first like record yourself in the laptop, I would assume?
Yeah, I
Like
got
Pro
Logic.
Tools? Oh, Logic.
I
Okay.
got Logic.
Well, let me go backwards real quick. I want to know what started you to actually want to become an MC, though. Like, was there like a specific track? Was there a specific artist?
I don't know if there was like a specific moment or a specific artist. I remember like when I first, because I got all my music from my older brother. So like any music that he liked, I was listening to. So, and he didn't listen to much rap. Like I think he listened to MF Doom a little bit, like when I was growing up. But other than that, like I didn't have like much access to rap. And then when I first started like downloading my own shit off like LimeWire and like different apps like that, I was getting like all the Wayne mixtapes. So like
Nice.
that was like my first rap that I like was like my own. I was like, oh, I downloaded this. This is mine, you know. But yeah, was that your question?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I mean, what got you into it? But obviously, there wasn't anything specific.
It was just
But
like
it
the
getting
brother.
into like just that type of music, whatever
Yeah.
your brother threw your way.
Yeah, whatever my brother threw my way, and then I would listen to like in high school, I was listening to a ton of like Mac Miller and Wiz Khalifa because they were just starting to bubble a little bit.
Nice.
So those were like my two main influences. And I remember like when they first came out, I was like listening to their stuff back, and it always came super easy to me to like memorize verses. So like I could listen to a song once and like I'd be like, oh, I already know like that person's
nice.
entire verse, you know.
Damn.
And so I would like, I don't know, that I think listening to Wiz Khalifa, listening to Mac Miller, I think definitely like spurred me in that direction. But it wasn't until my neighbor was like, let's make music, that I had even ever thought about it, you know.
Gotcha.
Now with the neighbor, when he said let's make music, was it let's like write music and song structure, or was it more like yo let's just freestyle? And
I don't
like,
think he knew either.
Oh, yeah.
I think he had no
Let's
idea.
just fuck around.
Yeah,
Let's have a session.
Yeah, we just got together and we would like freestyle for like an hour, and then we would put a beat on, and we would just sit there in silence and just write
Write shit.
our
Yeah,
own
yeah, yeah.
notepads for like, and then we would rap it back to each other. It was like fucking yeah.
We've all done that though.
It was
That's
so
funny.
bad. I remember like some of the early shit we it's still in my email, and I'll listen to it every once in a while, and I'm like, this shit is so bad.
Oh, you never posted it up?
No, no, we never.
You should though. I
maybe
always tell.
SoundCloud. Maybe
Yeah, on SoundCloud. Okay, on
Yeah.
SoundCloud. Because it's always good to see like where like it started
Yeah.
and then where it is now.
progression.
Yeah, the progression.
Well, even in my own music, I mean, I have
Oh, you
10
can hear that.
10 albums out. So like, if you listen to my first album compared to my second, third, all the way up, like you can definitely hear like, okay, sonically, I think like the beats that I'm choosing are much different. Like my mastering, like the mixing part of it is getting much better too. Like, so I think that's why I like to put out so much music, because I think you can kind of like track the progress along with me. And I'm not like ashamed to keep my old music up that,
Yeah, that's
that I
good.
dropped as
That's
myself,
good.
you know?
Because you also never know. Like you might have fans that like that
Yeah.
older stuff.
Yeah.
You know, not saying like your newer stuff isn't good, but
Right.
they're fans of the.
Yeah.
They like to see the progression. You know.
100%. And it's like, I think every album that I put out is like a much different style. Like my first album that I ever put out, I remember I was listening to like a ton of Bay Area artists. So like, if you listen to my first album, it's like all Bay Area, like bouncy beats, you know, like it's like all club shit. And I was like early YG type of music, you know, like that's what I was like trying to make. And then I was like, this isn't really me. So then my second album, I like totally switched up. But yeah.
Nice.
That's
And
dope.
People
because
still listen to that though. Like I can check in like the
Yeah.
Spotify app. and
Yeah,
people
you
are
see the
still
streams
listening to it.
pop.
that's
Yeah.
dope though. Like it has, if it has a certain sound,
Yeah.
if they're looking for it, they're gonna listen to it.
Yeah. 100%.
So because of your, memory of memorizing like verses and shit, like do you actually like write shit down, or do you do like you just off the top like
Yeah.
for your verses?
That's like the benefit I think of like any artist that's just starting. Like being able to record yourself, I think is one of the biggest tools that like any artist can have. Like to be able to record whenever like you have that motivation to go and make a song. But yeah, all my stuff is like I'll sit down, I'll find a beat on YouTube, and then like I'll listen to it, and like if I'll do 4 bars, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. Let me think of the next 4 bars, and then I'll do the next one. So I'll punch in, I'll do bar for bar.
Oh, nice.
That's kind of how I record.
Shit,
That's dope.
But
pretty gangster, bro.
Yeah.
Mikey, you're pretty quiet over there. You all right?
The tequila kicked in. I'm reflecting on my life.
What are you doing with that noose? Put it down. You got more to live for, man.
I'm Pornhubbing right now, fools.
yeah.
Send me the link.
So, what would you say is like your best strengths in the studio when you're in the studio?
That's a good question. My biggest strengths, I would say, I think my flow is pretty good.
Nice.
I think like if I get
agree.
on like a good bouncy beat, like
Yeah.
I got a
You know how to, yeah. That when I was listening to you, you definitely know how to like be in the pocket.
Thank you.
And then like you got that like bounce or whatever the beat is
Yeah.
that you could.
And if
Thank
you're able to change cadences as well.
Yeah. Well, and I grew up playing drums, so I think I attribute.
Oh,
a
There you
lot.
go.
there you go.
Yeah.
There it
Next
is.
time,
Yeah,
bro.
my
Yeah,
bad.
seriously, lead with that. Okay.
What the fuck?
Mikey's snoozing on the couch. I put him to sleep. Yeah.
Because you did say you were a drummer, bro. You would have woke up. For
There
that.
actually
bad.
is a theory that they say the best rappers are drummers.
Really?
Yeah, because they could stay in the pocket. They already know, like, boom, boom.
And if they're not a drummer, I'm like, you should try drumming.
Yeah.
Like some of the rappers, I'm like, yeah, try it out. You know?
Because they,
Shout
yeah,
out
it's
to
just
Doom
like
Cat.
it's like an automatic click track in their brain.
Yeah.
You know, they.
Shout out to Jake Nager as well.
Jake Nager.
Yes, sir.
That guy.
That guy's the shit. Skillful drummer.
So
right there, guys.
who were your like musical role models like growing up and stuff like that?
I would say like mixtape Wayne was like early on, I was like super into mixtape Wayne, which he did the same thing. I think he just like punched in bar for bar is how he recorded.
But was like your family or your mom or your dad, were they like, was it music in the house or was it
My mom
like
was
childhood?
My mom was playing like James Taylor.
I know.
So not really, not
Okay.
any like rap. My
No, but I
dad-
mean like funk or soul.
Yeah,
or
my dad-
80s.
I remember when I was probably like 7 or 8 years old, my dad bought a DVD of Red Hot Chili Peppers live.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Live at
That's what I'm
Slane
talking about.
Castle.
Yeah.
Anthony Kiedis and Flea.
Yeah. Chad Smith was like my guy. Like growing up, I loved. He was like who I wanted to drum like. So I remember him buying that DVD, and he would literally put it on, and like all my brother, we would all get in the living room, and we would just fucking dance around and
Dude,
sing to
hell
every
yeah,
Nice.
bro.
song.
Yeah, that's dope.
Sick as fuck. I love the Peppers.
I still
How many
will put that on.
how many siblings do you have?
I have 4.
4?
So I'm one of 5 boys. Yeah.
Oh, one of 5 boys.
Bro.
What number are you in the?
Second oldest.
You're the second
My
oldest.
older brother is 30, and I'm 28.
Damn.
Yeah.
Babies.
That's a crazy ass house.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
And 3 of my brothers are still at home, so yeah, my mom is still raising boys.
You
Right.
guys fight like crazy, bro. Like, did you
Not
guys get
really.
to, like some crazy like?
That was my
scrap?
next question.
Yeah.
Can you fight?
I've never been in
On
a
a scale of
fight.
1 to 10.
We wouldn't get into any kind of crazy scraps. I mean, we would like beef, and we would,
I only
argue
argue
and
I have
shit.
sisters, bro. And,
Mikey's
like,
0
they
and
pissed me
1.
off to the point where I wish they were my brothers.
Bro.
If
Like,
I
I
had
can
sisters,
scrap
I
one
would
in
probably
the
10
know
and
my
2.
brother.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like, that's
yeah.
I'm just being
10 and
honest.
2.
Just being honest.
That's why I have so many brothers, because my parents kept trying to get a girl.
I don't know what the fuck they're talking about back there, but I don't
I'm
like
talking
it.
about scrapping at taco shops in
No,
Pacific
no,
Beach.
I just-
I'm 10 and 2,
I just
bitch.
told Mikey. Mikey's 0 and 1 on fucking.
That's
fights.
fucking.
0 and 1?
I wouldn't step to Mikey. Mikey,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nah, I'll cut someone's jugular, bro. With my teeth.
I hope so now.
Damn,
I got daughters, bro. I gotta.
So growing up, it was kind of like Red Hot, like more on the rock, and then as you started getting older, you kind of leaned more into hip hop.
I will say, no, my dad did play Tone Loc in the car when I was
Nice.
growing up.
Nice.
Funky Cool.
Hey, I
Medina.
listened to that. Yeah.
Funky Cool.
Wait, how old's
Medina.
your dad?
He was born in '64. He's about to
Okay.
turn 60, I think.
Okay.
for him.
Nice. He was listening to Cold.
He was getting down to some Funky Cool Medina, some
Yeah.
fucking wild thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably the first rap that I ever heard was
Nice.
Tone Loc. Yeah.
Do you remember the first concert you went to?
First concert I went to.
That's a good question.
I like that question.
First rap concert or just any,
Any concert. I remember mine.
I don't think I went to a concert until I was probably in high school, and it was probably country because the girl that I was dating at the time was really big into country, so it was probably a country concert.
But you don't remember what
I
artist?
think it was Brad Paisley.
Oh, that's a big artist.
Yeah, or maybe Zach Brown Band.
Oh, that's cool.
The first,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Zach
of the
Brown
first
is pretty
rap
cool,
concert I went to.
He's great live.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm not even a country guy. But
I'm not a country guy either, but Zach Brown Band live is
yeah,
great.
he brings it.
Yeah. All that country, actually.
What about you, Mikey? What's your favorite, or what's your first concert?
I totally want to talk about this right now. Should nah. Okay.
Damn.
No. I did. Okay, so.
Did we freeze? We froze. We are frozens.
Uh-oh. I don't want to talk about that anyway.
Duties.
The where do we leave off?
Your
You were
first
supposed
concert.
to. You were supposed to.
Oh, my first concert. Okay, this is great timing on this because you guys will love this. Okay, so my first concert was in I'm gonna age myself 1995 March 25th. Here, you know what? While he's out of the
Yeah,
DJ seat.
Get your ass up in
All
there.
right, so my first concert was March 25th,
God damn it, dude.
1995.
Frozen again.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Damn, I look like I have Down syndrome.